Yeah. Uh, I did get a couple comments on the goose clip defending the honor of geese, and I'm just like, y'all don't understand. Those are the people that get their finger bit off at the local park. I'm telling you, they're the ones that are like, let's go feed the geese, and I'm just like, well, don't say I didn't warn you. So I decided to have some fun with the comments, and originally I wanted to respond to those comments, like each one of them, with a goose my wife. But then I remembered I received my very first content guideline warning like a few days ago because I made a post. I decided I got it in my head. I was like, you know what? Most of the people who watch me don't even use Twitter that much. I don't even like Twitter that much. So I was like, why don't I just like take all of the brain rot that I put onto my Twitter and just like put a little bit of that onto my YouTube channel instead. YouTube did not like that. Just a simple text post just saying whoever invented ibuprofen needs to get their sucked. That was it. They didn't like it. They immediately took it down, gave me a warning. Yeah. So originally I wanted to say it to the geese defenders that a goose my wife. I instead changed it to a goose honked my wife, just to keep things, family friendly, I guess. I don't know. It's a little bit annoying. I don't know. I think the whole like, because it's like they want to keep things advertiser friendly, I guess, which I can understand. In order for the platform as well as the creators on that platform to continue doing what we're doing, we need to have some type of revenue coming in. Most of that comes from advertisers, I suppose. Well, not really. Not for the creators, really. But like, I get it. And the advertisers, they try to keep everything family friendly because, think of the kids or think of the brand. I don't like the idea of like I don't think the overly strictness is necessarily about like kids being on the platform. I do think part of it is though, and I think that's silly personally. I think I can kind of understand like the whole like brand reputation thing, but at the same time it's like it's just kind of annoying. Um but in terms of like kids being on the platform, it's like I'm not here to babysit your kids, man. That's something that's been at the like back of my mind past little bit as I've been getting more subscribers on YouTube. I have noticed I've been getting a few subscribers that are like very young. And I'm just like, look, like I'm not like my content isn't necessarily like terrible for kids to be watching, but I wouldn't recommend it personally. Um and like I'm not going to change anything about my content just because there happens to be kids here. Like I'm not the one who decided not to wear a condom. It's not my fucking kid. I don't even know that kid. Where are your parents? Yeah, I'm not gonna babysit your fucking kids. Um, so like I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. Um, like I wouldn't say I'm the worst creator to watch if you're a kid, but I wouldn't recommend it. Yeah, parents really need to pay a bit more attention to what their kids are doing online. It's quite frustrating. I feel like if they're around high school age, yeah, I would say like 16 and up would be safe. But like I saw someone subscribe to me recently, and I think literally in their bio or their like account description, it literally said that they were 9 years old, and I was like, where are your parents? And it I feel like it puts me in a bit of an awkward position because it's like I'm still gonna keep doing what I'm doing and talking about what I talk about, but it's always gonna be in the back of my mind that some parent is like letting their kid watch that, you know? And like I said, like I'm not like the worst. I'm like a cross between a wine aunt and a vodka, like a wine mom and a vodka aunt. Like somewhere in the middle with like a tiny sprinkle of the weed cousin. But at the same time, it's not like my content is the type of content that's like very obviously being advertised to children, you know? Like, you know how some creators, like, you look at their channel and it's like, you can very clearly tell that they have a very specific target audience in mind, and, like, some of that very clearly includes children, or, like, how do I explain this? Like, maybe they're not intending to attract children to their channel, but just the way that they go about their brand and, um, everything regarding that, like, you can just see, like, "Oh, yeah, this is definitely going to attract a lot of children." Like, I don't do that really. Not really my thing. So, like, it's not like I'm going out of my way to make my channel something that would attract children here and then, exposing them to a bunch of, like, terrible um, like, that's not what I'm doing. So, at that point, like, I've done my part. Anything beyond that is not my responsibility. Fast talking alone is a children magnet. Yeah, I suppose. I think it's more of a visual thing. I think it's more like bright colors, a lot of flashiness, a lot of like loud noises, sound effects. Like if I was just sitting here like spamming a soundboard and like screaming into my mic and like making like really like low tier trash jokes. But me just sitting here and just like rambling. I don't think um I don't know. Like maybe the VTuber style might bring some kids in initially, but I feel like they're just gonna get bored. Which is like again, like I'm not against minors being in the community. I just don't recommend it. I would say I'm definitely not PG-13, but I wouldn't say that I'm R-rated either. I'm somewhere kind of in the middle. I think not having a I'm about to rub a few people the wrong way. I think not having a Discord definitely helps ease my conscience a little bit. I don't like the idea of taking what I refer to as a semi-private online space. I say it's semi-private because like Discord servers are technically public, but they're pretty hidden, all things considered. They're pretty sheltered. Um, I don't like the idea of taking a semi-private online space and inviting both minors and adults into that same space. I personally don't think it's a good idea. But in the like YouTube community or like on the Reddit, Twitter, whatever, it doesn't bother me as much. There's a lot less opportunity for abuse and for people to take advantage via those channels. So I'm about to flip my shit. The monitoring option, I see the vision. I respect it. Don't fucking put it next to the mute button. What the hell?